darlings. It's Michaela. So I should have made this before right now, but we're going to do it at this moment. And it's about eating and drinking even when we're inside for a bit. So we just had a snowstorm here in New England. I think a lot of the country had snow, at least over yesterday. And basically, so most people were housebound for, I would say, probably at least 24 hours. So what most people do is they both kind of delight in and then regret after the fact the consumption or maybe even overconsumption of alcohol and more indulgent foods. So people will even have, cooking, baking as activities when they are stuck inside for a while. And I think cooking, baking is so soothing, that can be so fun. But the deal is, if our main outlets of activity or delight, pleasure, fun, are only relegated to these two main camps, drinking, eating, that's what we're going to do. So my first encouragement is to have more fun shit in your world, or even when you're kind of cooped up, besides just those two things. We never only want to be relying on things that often either don't get us what we want, either continuing to run in circles with the weight that we have or gaining weight, or just that we feel shitty about it after the fact. We don't want those to be the inevitabilities when we're when we're socializing, when we're trying to entertain ourselves. So have more options. That's number one. And then number two is be a little more strategic about it. And what I mean by that is, if it's like chocolate chip cookies are delicious, chips, Doritos, M&Ms, like pizza, whatever it is delicious. It's super fun. So if there are things that you would like to be enjoying, but you know that they're not really ideal in terms of how you want to feel or look, just put them at the end of your meal, okay? So whatever that is, that snack, that treat, or if it's something that's more carb forward, that's more of an entree, have it alongside a good amount of protein. So what that will do is, especially if you have the more substantial stuff first, or more virtuous stuff first regarding like vegetables or something like that, essentially what you'll do is you'll eat the food that you really intend to first. You'll fill more of your belly with that food, and then you put the other stuff at the end of your meal. And what that will do is that will not only buffer your blood sugar with the either fat, fiber, protein, or acid, citrus juice, vinegar, but you will just simply have less space. So it'll be easier, more reasonable to not just eat the tray of cookies or whatever you might be enjoying. So that's one thing. And then the other thing that I want to say is having an advantage by getting your body set up to use your own body fat for fuel makes situations like this so much easier. So, whatever your carb, typically that's what we're reaching for, right? Starchy or sweet, whatever your carb of choice is, whatever you love, basically when you are in a fat burning mode, you're less hungry and you don't have cravings. So, cinnamon rolls or Oreos are always delicious for any given person, but we're no longer beholden to them. So what that does is it makes us feel more flexible, more mentally at ease around these things. We have them because we choose to, not because they just exist. Anyway, so when you've chosen to go through a mitochondrial reconstruction, you simply feel more at choice, which is freeing. Then, if and when you do have them, your body responds differently. We are more insulin sensitive, we are less insulin resistant, and what that means is that we more easily lose weight, we have a harder time gaining it, and that we actually store less of our food as fat, which means that we also have access to more of the energy that it holds. Lastly, as a fat burner, we have deliberate carb feasts. So when would be a great day to have a carb feast? Perhaps when you're snowed in and you want to watch a fun football game and you're with your family and maybe you've prepared a bunch of sexy shit, that would be a great day to have a carb feast. So we can just simply plan for that. And we actually get to capitalize on our hormonal balance. We get to reset certain consequential hormones that help in the effort of weight loss. So it's a total win-win situation. It's amazing. So if you are someone that would like to not have circumstances be the reason why you're not moving forward or having what you desire, please consider going through a mitochondrial reconstruction. Please consider getting your body into a fat burning mode to literally utilize the stored fat on your frame that's there to be used now. If you have an interest in this, please be in touch. And or if you'd like to see what percentage of fuel you're using, sugar versus fat, please check out our sugar quiz under this video. All right, would love to help you. Life can be radically different and health can be greatly improved by changing your main fuel source. All right, that's it. Hope that was amazing. Hope everyone had a happy snowstorm. And until next time.